I think if there was one thing I'd like people to take away, it's that life is worth living. You just have to have the right tools.
Come on then. Okay, wait, ready? Here we go. Hi, I'm Kate, and this is Red.
I'm from Bristol, and this is Heather.
I first came across Freedom One Life. It was a Facebook advert for the race across Europe. So I saw that, had a little look into Freedom One Life, into the chair, into who you were, and decided that I was definitely going to try to apply, even though I didn't think I stood a chance. So when I found out that I had been successful for the first round, I was so excited. I think the race very much changed what I think of myself and what I believe I'm capable of. I would never have thought that I could travel. I never would have thought that I could go to those amazing places and meet amazing people and do things and feel normal. And actually being able to do those things now, I'm like, well, if I've done this, what else can I do? Anything's possible. I think by the end of the race, I was getting to the point where I knew I did not want to give this chair back because it was so difficult to compare that to my former chair. The race made such a difference to me. There was one moment, if you've seen the documentary, where I'd had a really, really difficult day, and then I had an amazing day with Sandro, where we were busking, but where also I got to chat to him about what it felt like to become disabled and adapting to that life and mourning your old life and then embracing your new life. So all of that very much was giving me a lot of hope for what life was going to be like. So I have a neurological condition called functional neurological disorder. It affects the way my brain and my body communicate. So it creates glitches, basically, where my body doesn't respond the way it should. If I get in any way overwhelmed, then my body will react just by having a seizure. So before the race, I was using a travel wheelchair, which is a small powered chair that can fold up, go into car boots and things like that. My previous chair made me feel, in some ways, that it was giving me some freedom. I did feel like I could leave the house with a little bit more confidence, but I also wasn't entirely confident in it, and I didn't feel safe in it because I knew that if I had a seizure whilst I was in it, that I could hit my head on the hard metal behind me. There was no belt to be able to hold me in it, so I'd often fall on the floor and hurt myself in the process. Because it was my first power chair, I don't think I understood what other options were, so I thought that was the only kind of chair I could have. So I thought that it was normal not to have very comfortable seating. I thought it was normal not to feel safe. The chair was only really able to go on pavements. It could go on short grass, but that was it. So I couldn't go out into the countryside with my dog. I couldn't go anywhere that had a bit of a steep incline. Even just going to the shops. If the pavement was quite uneven, if there are slopes down between curbs, it would be challenging for the chair. When I first saw the Series 5 in person, when Matt dropped it off, I thought that the chair was going to be much more than I needed. I thought, looking at it, that I wasn't disabled enough to need a chair like that, and that the things that it could do weren't things that I needed. I think probably the first time that I had a seizure in the chair and was able to recline it and relax afterwards started to make me think, oh, I can see why this is going to be useful. But then the more I used it, the more confident I felt in the chair, the safer I felt, and the more that I saw that all the little things that I didn't think would make a difference were making a huge difference to me. I think it took a few days for me to go, I'm never giving this back. There are a few specific features of the chair that do contribute to that feeling of safety, I think. Being able to have a belt that I can adjust definitely helps, but also being able to lift my chair when I'm in a crowd so that I'm actually on eye level with people rather than them just ignoring me because I'm down below. Being able to recline my chair so that if I do have a seizure, I can't fall out, but also I'm in a much better position to recover. And having the softer headrests so that when I am banging my head, it's cushioned. Being able to push on after a seizure with the chair because I can relax a little bit or I can recline and I can recover has made a huge difference because it just means that having a seizure is no longer the end. It doesn't put a stop to everything. It just means a break, means a pause, and then I can get going again.
If I was talking to the Kate from 2 years ago, who didn't think she deserved a chair like that, I think I would say it's okay to actually go for something that you need and that you want because you need it and want it. It's okay to put yourself first.
The biggest difference that I've noticed in my daily life with this chair is just my level of confidence in that I know that I can go out, I know that I can do things. I know that if I have a seizure, I'll be safe and that I'll be able to recover. Something I wasn't even aware that I was concerned about has just been removed, and my life's that much easier because of it.